I want you to see the cherry trees. You can barely see them behind me, but they're here. I'm obviously not in DC, otherwise I'd be able to do maybe perhaps a better job. But you can see that they are behind me. I am parked wrong. Um, you see out that way. I don't want anyone to be like, oh my God, she's after me. All right, well, you can sort of see it in behind my window. And this is the Hobbit. I'm gonna randomly open. I always feel like it's almost like an oracle. Oh, look at that. You can see the blossoms. Time. Bilbo was saved by pure luck. That, of course, was the answer. Gollum was disappointed once more, and now he was getting angry and also tired of the game. It had made him very hungry indeed. This time he did not go back to the boat. He sat down in the dark by Bilbo. That made the Hobbit most dreadfully uncomfortable to guess. Uncomfortable and scattered his wits. It's got to ask us a question, my precious. Yes. So more questions to guess. Yes, said Gollum. But Bilbo simply could not think of any question with that nasty, wet, cold thing sitting next to him and pawing and poking him. He scratched himself, he pinched himself, still he could not think of anything. Ask us, said Gollum. Bilbo pinched himself and slapped himself. He gripped on his little sword, he even felt in his pocket with his other hand. There he found the ring he had picked up in the passage and forgotten about. What have I got in my pocket? He said aloud. He was talking to himself, but Gollum thought it was a riddle, and he was frightfully upset. Not fair, he hissed. It isn't fair. My precious is it? To ask us what it's got in his nasty little pockets. Bilbo, seeing what had happened, having nothing better to ask, to steady to his question. What have I got in my pocket? He said louder. Sss, hissed Gollum. It must give us 3 guesses. My precious, 3 guesses. Very well, guess away, said Bilbo. Hensies, said Gollum. Wrong, said Bilbo, who had luckily just taken his hand out again. Guess again. And Gollum was even more upset than ever. He thought of all the things he kept in his own pockets: fish bones, goblins' teeth, wet shells, a bit of bat wing, a sharp stone to sharpen his fangs on, and other nasty things. He tried to think what other people kept in their pocket. Knife, he said at last. Wrong, said Bilbo, who had lost his some time ago. Last guess. Now Gollum was in a much worse state than when Bilbo had asked him the egg question. He hissed and spluttered and rocked himself backwards and forwards and slapped his feet on the floor and wriggled and squirmed, but still he did not dare to waste his last guess. Come on, said Bilbo, I'm waiting. He tried to sound bold and cheerful, but he did not feel at all how the game was going to end, whether Gollum guessed right or not. Time's up, he said. String or nothing, shrieked Gollum, which was not quite fair, working in 2 guesses at once. Both wrong, cried Bilbo, very much relieved. And he jumped at his feet at once, put his back to the nearest wall, and held out his little sword. He knew, of course, that the riddle game was sacred and of immense antiquity, and even wicked creatures were afraid to cheat when they played at it. But he felt he could not trust this slimy thing to keep any promise at a pinch. Any excuse would do for him to slide out of it. And after all, the last question had not been a genuine riddle according to the ancient laws. I'll leave it there because I was kind of getting into it and I could probably keep going and I'm probably going to get arrested soon. So have a lovely day. Take care. Bye-bye.